Hi, I want to talk about mental health. Now, I have a graduate degree in mental health, and with use of the DSM-5, know a lot about mental illness, human behavior in your environment, as well as psychotherapy and treatment plans and such, but specifically to DSM-5. Now, I want to counter some stigma created by the right wing people. A lot of them are religious people, very religious people, which could also be determined to be a mental illness. Magical thinking is supposed to end at childhood. Um, all religions are based on superstition over facts, and if you take them too seriously and too fundamentally, that could be considered a mental concern. Especially when you use it to hate on others. Now, I hear a lot liberalism is a mental illness. This was created by a guy named Savage, a radio talk show host similar to like Rush Limbaugh, who tries to stigmatize it. Now, most of these people have no idea what they're talking about. They just repeat the lines that he stated and just are repeating it. Mental health is a issue, yes. It affects everyone. Everyone has mental health issues. Everyone, whether it's obsessive compulsive disorders, whether it's borderline, whether it's anxiety, trichomania, eating disorders. There's just so many PTSD for especially for veterans or domestic violence or victims. So to stigmatize it is pretty awful. Now for gays, they use it. Religious people, I consider religion, if you take it too fundamentally, is definitely a borderline mental health concern. You think that your views are so rigid that you think yours are right, everyone else's is completely wrong, and you're 100% right. Um, Now, again, with magical thinking, and you're trying to use it to oppress others, especially gays and women rights. Now, gays who harm nobody, um, it's a personal choice. Small government they want. It's a personal choice. They should get equality. It hurts nobody. But being that some think that they're privileged and think that they're better or more special because they're a certain race or certain religion or certain country or belief system is fundamentally flawed. Now, using it to hate gays is pretty hypocritical, being that gays pay them welfare. Yes, all parents are on welfare. Socialist public schools, um, huge tax credits, and many other benefits afforded to all parents. So you should be thanking them, especially with population control and 450,000 kids and teenagers in the foster care system currently. Now, some are very overly religious, where it turns into extremism and terrorism, um, such as shooting up women clinics and so forth. Now, which many of them applaud it because it supported their agenda. Now, what if World Hunger Group shot up overweight people, vegans shot up fast food companies? It's inappropriate. But to destigmatize mental health issues, we all have them. To have a narrow minded view and think that your view is right and everyone else is completely wrong when the truth probably lies somewhere closer to the center. That rigidness seems like the ones calling those mental health issues are the ones with mental health issues. And I will say Donald Trump, who they overwhelmingly supported, certainly exhibits many, many criteria and characteristics of numerous mental health issues, numerous. And it goes way beyond narcissistic personality disorder. Um, there's just so many I could rattle off. But I could get into the DSM-5, but this video would be too long and too complicated. So my point is, there should be no stigma to being different. There's nothing wrong with it. Harms nobody. More creative people or more open-minded people tend to have less mental health issues, I would think, being that they're less rigid and they think for themselves versus being told by a book written by other people that is outdated. and they don't use it to hate on others more often. And the bullying has led to many suicides, especially of gay and vulnerable people and teenagers. So Christians bullying gay people has resulted in many gay teen suicides because of all the bullying, not because they are different. And it also pushes more hatred and violent crimes against these marginalized communities. So if you care about human rights, animal rights, gun rights, religious freedoms, and so forth, that's fine. But when you take it to extreme, it is a mental health issue. If you just live your life and harm nobody and are happy with your life, and it's not interfering with your personal life and your personal ability to work, hold jobs, think rationally or objectively, then it is not a mental health issue. So thanks for watching. And those calling people or liberals with mental health issues are probably the ones with mental health issues and their hatred. So thanks for caring. Please share.